Welcome back to TappedIn. I'm your host Tia at Tia E. Herring with special guest Teion Sole.
What's happening? I go by the name of Teion Sole, and now you tuned in to TappedIn. You feel me with my girl Tia.
To the max, to the point. I put on records, no extras. I've been stacking up like I've been playing Tetris.
So before we dive into the many aspects that make up Teion Sole, which is videographer, clothing line designer, and even YouTuber, let's talk about the name Teion Sole. Where did that come from? How did you make that up? Where did it come about? What's the significance of it?
Pretty much Teion Sole. I just made it up. It was a clever name that I thought of. You know, I was thinking back to back. Instead of doing my homework, I was thinking about my name. You feel me? So Teion Sole is my nickname, it's my acronym, it's my business art name that I go by. It stands for the Elite Intelligence of Negus. NEGUS. Negus is symbolism word for Black Emperor, King, Ruler. And then you got Sole, which stands for Spread Official Love Everywhere. Okay. So those are the acronyms for Teion and Sole.
So earlier I talked about how you have a clothing line. What is the name of your clothing line?
S.T.R.E.S.S.
S.T.R.E.S.S. Where did that come from? What's the significance behind S.T.R.E.S.S? What does it stand for, the acronym?
S.T.R.E.S.S, just to, a brief summary about where it came from. I was just simply in a bad state of my life. I was super depressed. I was stressed out due to a loved one that passed away in my life. I didn't know what to do, and I was just down. And so I was facing a lot of stress in my life. And so the only way to motivate me to get up out of that is I just thought of developing a clothing line. And I wanted this clothing line to not only challenge people who face stress, but to uplift them, flip the negative connotation of the word to produce a progressive outcome. So we're trying to let people know how you could challenge a negative thought or a negative characteristic or a negative aura. Go through the storm to get to the light. And that's what we're doing. So the acronym of S.T.R.E.S.S stands for succeed to ruin each slave shift. Okay? The slave shift is that negative stress that we all are familiar with, which is the burdens, the struggles, the hardships that we go through. Okay? We're shifting away from that negative stress towards our achievements, which is the success that we have obtained because you figured out a formula to overcome that struggle. You figured out a formula to win up out of that burden. You are successful, you feel me? You are more than a conqueror. And that's what we're trying to push, that message. We want to impact and influence people to let people know that, look, you are not a slave mentally nor physically. You are a king or you are a queen, nothing less. So
that's what's up. How long did it take for you to get S.T.R.E.S.S off the ground? Like, what steps did you have to take to get it to where it's at now?
I started in 2016, so it took me, a few little, young life years, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much, I faced dealing with manufacturers. I had to face making sure, do you really want to go with the name S.T.R.E.S.S? Do you want to face the challenges of people judging you and critiquing you? And I was like, yeah, because, what do I have to lose? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for a good cause. People are going to ask me more questions on, like, why did you utilize this word? What's the meaning behind it? And that way I can get to tell them about my message. It's easier, you know what I'm saying? If I have something that's already a trending word that, symbolism, positivity, like triumph, people already know what triumph means. They're gonna, just continue to pass by and just focus on if you have, great clothing. They're not really gonna necessarily ask you as far as a message because it's corny. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I just thought of something original to get people, kind of up off their feet, challenge them, you know what I'm saying? Trademarking, that's something I had to deal with. It was very expensive at the time as a college student trying to pay for your trademark. Not only that, dealing with manufacturers and knowing what manufacturers to trust and what manufacturers to not trust. So you have to decipher with these things. You have to be real with yourself and be real with the manufacturers and let them know up front, look, I want my design to be like this and not like that. Let me get the sample first. I don't want to, make a bulk order before I get a sample first.
Okay.
So these are the things that I had to learn, develop the products of the clothing, just make sure that I produce a great product so that I can give my consumers. Because we want to build a good reputation with, you know, our consumers, as well as me being the creator of my brand, you feel me? So we want to build good reputation. We want them to come back for more quality clothing. So that's some of the stuff that I went through.
That's what's up. What is the price range for S.T.R.E.S.S? Is it like, can the average college student afford it, or what is the price range for it? Who can afford it? Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, S.T.R.E.S., depending on the quality of clothing, if it's a one-on-one piece, or if it's a custom piece, or if it's a bulk order for everyone to have, it really depends on the quality of the clothing, as well as how much time it took for me designing and developing the piece of product that I, you know, took to make. So to answer your question, I have certain pieces that are affordable. And I also have certain pieces that may be expensive, according to however people want to take it as far as their perspective. But I go off of honesty with my prices, and I want people to be aware that what you're getting is a customized piece. If it's expensive and it's a one-of-one, what you're getting is, you know, if it's not a customized piece, it's a bulk order that everyone can obtain and everyone can wear and everyone can have on, you know? So the prices just depend on what makes this clothing more valuable than the next, you know? So is it more of a quality piece or a quantity piece?
Okay, so earlier I expressed that Teion has a YouTube channel. What does your content consist of?
Pretty much my YouTube channel is just, it consists of vlogs, reaction videos, interviews. Reaction videos can be of anything too, but right now I just been doing a lot of reaction videos to music videos. Okay,
that's what's up. Where do you see yourself in the 5 years? What do you hope to accomplish within that time?
5 years, I definitely see myself helping people more, helping the depressed, helping the brokenhearted, even helping the happy, you know, with my brand, my clothing line, as well as my YouTube channel. I'm gonna definitely see myself praying more for people and people praying for me, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, you know, just getting closer with God, the Most High, you feel me? Because I think it's very essential when you live your life through, you know, the Most High. And by doing that, you stay grounded, you know what I'm saying?
What's up? What is the most difficult thing that you've experienced through having S.T.R.E.S., the clothing line, or even YouTube? What is the most stressful thing that you've gone through in that process?
The sizing for the clothes, because you know when you're dealing with manufacturers that are foreigners, you got to make sure that you give them proper U.S. sizing. Because if you don't give them proper U.S. sizing, then you know the clothes might be a little, you know, that medium. No, that large might really be a small. You feel me? That medium might be an extra small. You feel me? So you just got to make sure you just let them know what sizing, U.S. sizing that you want, since you know I'm from the U.S. As far as YouTube, definitely dealing with memory difficulties with my laptop. It be filling up, and I'll be like, why is it filling up to 180 gigabytes when you know it only has probably, if max, like 7 gigabytes at max, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are little struggles I have, but you know, gotta go through them. It teaches you, keeps you grounded, keeps you grinding, and always gotta, you know, keep the content rolling for people who wanna, you know, rock with me. I'm gonna rock with you. So
What has God shown you through those trials and tribulations that you faced?
Definitely patience. Definitely patience. I used to want everything on my time, and I realized that that's not, like, the world doesn't revolve around me, and for sure enough, God doesn't revolve around you. You feel me? So patience is key. Also, knowing how to be a good businessman. And being a good businessman or even a good businesswoman comes with trust. One, you gotta trust yourself first. One, you gotta trust in God first. And then 2, you gotta trust yourself first. And then God's gonna help you have discernment with trusting people that are trustworthy.
For sure.
you might have some trials and tribulations where he'll discipline you to show you that, oh, this person ain't trustworthy like we thought this person would be. You just listen to your gut. That's all I'm trying to say. Just listen to your gut business wise. That's what God has shown me. You feel me? Patience, listen to your gut with business, and be happy, man. You know what I'm saying? If you reap what you sow. So if you put out good energy, good energy gonna come back to you.
Exactly. Do you have any encouraging words for those who aspire to be a YouTuber or even a clothing designer? Do you have anything to say about that?
Most definitely. First thing I would say is to do your research. First, figure out the methods of how to be a growing YouTuber. And I wouldn't say successful just because, like, you know, when we think of a successful anything, we think of like the top, like, oh, you're a millionaire, billionaire, or a YouTuber, you got like 1 million subs. You know, I don't think that necessarily defines success. I think that you just reached the higher pinnacle of success. But I think when you're growing your channel, when you get that comment, you know, your first comment, when you get your first sub, you're successful already. And then when you get, you know, just randomly you just check, like one day you see, oh man, like my last video had 25 views, this video has 135 views. You feel me? It's just small YouTuber talk, you know what I'm saying? But still, you're being successful. You're still showing growth, whether it's small or big. For the clothing line, figure out what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's corny stuff can be cool. You know what I'm saying? People like to wear corny stuff. Original stuff, people like to wear original stuff. So what I'm saying is there's a market for everything. So just do it, but do your research first. Get your stuff trademarked. Figure out the formula.
I thank you again, Teion Sole, for joining me on Tapped In. Do you have any last words for the people?
Oh yeah, if y'all don't want to follow me, cool. If y'all do want to follow me, cool. At Teion Sole, Teion Sole, Sole. YouTube channel, Teion Sole. I got some merch, you feel me? We got the red one, the maroon joint. It says "Stay True." You feel me? Because what we trying to promote is to let people know, stay true to yourself, bro. Stop all this clout chasing stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to, you know, be like, you know, the people that you look up to and everything, but, you know, figure out who you want to be like, which is yourself. Find yourself first. We also got it in olive too, so we got both. And then, you know what I'm saying? Got the gold buckle. And if you really look closely, it got some distress going on. You feel me? On both of the hats, you feel me? So it's just a little, you know what I'm saying? Slight flex, you know what I'm saying? White head.
Play basketball, you feel me?
So if you want to hoop,
collect that sweat,
play volleyball, play soccer, you feel me? You feel even golf. Go ahead. But bam, if you really want to, if you really want to kill him with it, put the black one on. This purple one, this is when you really on your swag, you feel me? You know, shout out to all my Sacramento and Kings, you feel me? Everyone I like purple, because purple is my second favorite color, you feel me? But but if you really want to stand out, if you really want to flex on everybody, be on your 2000s fabulous. Come on, get the turquoise joint. We got the pink. Breast cancer is coming up. I mean, it's not, but at the same time it is. You got a few months ahead of you, you know what I'm saying? But it's coming up. You can get ready for it. Can you read it? Nothing, hold on, without prayer. Yep. And yes, nothing is supposed to be spelled like that too. I wanted to be different than original, you feel me? Look, black and gray. Keep all the away. Bam, stress, you know what I'm saying? We just doubled up on it, you know what I'm saying? We just doubled up on it. And the color beautiful, you feel me? You feel me?
With the melanin.
Beautiful. Ooh! Ooh, that's yours. Oh my goodness.
That's,
yeah. We got the black denim, you feel me? The black denim is monumental. As you can see, yes, you peep. Something on the back of it, yes. What you see right there? Yes. Obviously, you see some more distress, but bam, what'd I say? Succeed to ruin each slave ship. It was on the back. I put that there so you can be proud to let yourself know that whatever struggle whatever obstacle you have overcame, you did that, you achieved that,
Period.
you conquered that. We want to push out that message to let people know in your community and globally to understand that none of y'all are slaves. We not slaves.
We not.
We kings and queens, nothing less, baby. Don't let stress conquer you, but you conquer your stress. So be on the lookout. Stay in tune. www.stress3.net. If y'all want to follow at Stress3, you feel me? Follow, you feel me?
Well, until next time, I'm your host Tia at T.E. Herring with special guest Teion Sole, and this is Tapped In. Right.
Don't be nervous. Have a purpose, you feel me?
Bye, guys.
And what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I ain't seen you in a minute. Why you acting so distant? Yeah. Heard your new nigga trippin'. All these signs I used to win.